But I know you said the journey's not done yet, but it's a heck of a journey to get where you are right now, to get through the finals from where you came from. So I guess how are you feeling at this moment, knowing that you booked your ticket to the finals?
I'm down and I'm grateful. I'm ready to work though. The job's not finished. You can quote Kobe Bryant on that one, right? It's like, this is not the end. I said challenger to champion before I signed with the PFL, right when I signed with them. So that's what I'm here to do, go claim that victory and the title.
Very nice. Obviously, certainly a difficult opponent tonight. How did things play out? I mean, I got it done pretty quickly, but some challenging moments in there. I guess how did things play out versus your expectations?
For sure. Coach Lynch said, no matter what, you go win that fight. I don't care if you're on the ground to get up. Go take that fight, go claim that victory. So we're here to take it. And I say claim the victory, I fight from victory. So that's what I was here to do.
Nice. Crisp combination to put him out. Was there anything that you saw, or was it anything that you had drilled, or just kind of in the moment improvised?
Yeah, working with Coach Dieter a lot, straight shots and then set it up. We'll find it. Keep doing the right thing will come up.
Yeah. Obviously you had your struggles a year ago, 2 years ago, right now, this amazing run that you've been on. I mean, is it as simple as a weight class change, healthier, or is there more to it, something that really clicked to get you where you are now?
Yeah, well, the first thing started being obedient to Christ, and then that became my focus. And when when I started following my faith truly and being real about it, helped me focus on what my coaches were telling me to do, because I just realized they're here to make me better. And I had to own up, to where I was falling short in training and pick it up. Of course, I always train, stay in the gym, but the lack of focus was probably taken away from where I needed to be. So we're focused, we're dialed in. I had a football coach in college, and he told me, he said, the most dangerous imp is the most focused imp. And he was getting in my face. And he was right. So I decided to be focused on, focus on my faith, focus on what my coaches have to tell me, and, man, making myself as tired as I possibly can in training and proclaim these victories.
Awesome. Last thing for me. What's the plan now, right? Because you've been on incredibly busy. I imagine you might like a little bit of time off, but as you said, there's work to be done, right? Mm-hmm. So is it let's take a break, let's heal up a little bit, let's rest, or is it right back in the gym? How do you get yourself ready for this finals?
Well, I have teammates to help next week. Some of them are fighting on the Bellator card, so I'm gonna be there for them. But I'll be training all week and then get back to it. Hang out with my parents. They're here. Thank God. I'm gonna go to church on Sunday and keep it going.
Okay. Did you send a little bit of a message to the guys backstage? We got to see their reaction to your first round.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I want to fight the best one, whether it's Josh or Flores. I think they're both good fighters. They both have their strengths, and you have to earn your championships. You don't want to fight the people who people think are okay, because it's stupid to say some guy's a bum. Nobody's a bum, and neither one of them are. They both got here and they earned it. Right? They did the right things. They stayed in the season, and they both deserve to be here. And I'll be honored to fight either one of them.
Seems like you had a little bit of a conversation with Martin in the cage afterwards. Can you share what you guys talked about?
Yeah, Martin has a six-week-old baby. Funny enough, when I fought in Vegas against Corey Hendricks, Martin and I were talking. We were never going to fight. I was alternate. I was a showcase, but we were talking in general. He was talking about how he trained it when Kill Cliff was Black Zillions at the time a little bit, so he knew some of the coaches said to say hello. And I just asked what's going on in his life, and he said he had a kid on the way. So God bless him and his family. I know that's real important to him, and he just said she's 6 weeks old. So congratulations to him.
I know you said you were going to claim that victory, but did you think it would be in the first round? How it went?
Yeah, for sure. I said it'd be in the first round. Expected it myself. Talking to my pastor, I met with him before, and he said expect the battle, expect the victory, but don't expect the victory without a battle. And I figured he's going to come and fight. I like that. I say I like how he comes to fight. He's trying to throw jump knees and do things he's trying to find a way to win. So I respect it. So I knew it was gonna be a battle. Just knew I had to, control the reins of the dark horse and lead him.
What's up, Nick?
Hey, what's up, Dom?
Congratulations on the win, man.
How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Love to see you win.
Thank you.
But obviously you got the first round knockout. You said that's what you were looking for. Were you expecting Martin to come out the way he did? And is this the first walk-off knockout you've had in your career?
It's the first walk-off knockout. I expected Martin to come to fight for sure. He's a good fighter. Got me in positions that weren't the best. So I had to stay composed, be disciplined, and get back to it. But I expected that. He's a good coach. He has good coaching. He's a good fighter, so I expect that.
And then I kind of also want to touch you on your faith. Because you've had your ups and downs in your career.
Yeah.
You took probably the road not taken how you made it to the UFC. You got let go, and then now you're doing your thing in the PFL, man. How important is your faith in fighting in this career?
Oh, for sure. I give a lot of credit to Coach Lentz too. He challenges me in my faith, and like I say, Romans 8:28 says, everything works together for good, for the good of those that love God. And not because you're perfect that God's going to work in your life, not because you're a good person only. Like, just keep trusting, seeking His heart, seeking Him. And it was actually my fight before Tim Karen. Coach Lentz was getting on me, and Coach Dieter too, and Delano was there, and I was kind of losing my cool. And Coach Lentz texted me later, said I need to take the narrow path, right? Like, just because you think you're right, just because you think you're doing the right thing, like, so we can think like, I don't need God. I'm definitely wrong without that. And like, the coaches, they know a lot more than me, and sometimes I think I know more than anybody, right? So it's like humbling yourself and just taking like note to what they say. That helped me out a lot because like I got to church, I just got to pray about it and just be to myself on a motorcycle ride. And he was right. You got to take the narrow path. They see things like they told me what was going to go down today, and they do it out of love. So yeah, my faith's important, and allows me to listen to people that I love, but also just taking that narrow path. Like I don't want to take anybody else's path. I want to be me and who God's called me to be.
One last thing, like when Charlotte made it to another. I know you were born and raised there. You trained at Jim O on your come up, and you spent a lot of your time on the regional scene up in the Charlotte area.
Mm-hmm.
What would the younger Impa say to yourself right now, and what would you really credit your success to? And then I guess add on to that, what would you like to represent not only beautiful beach but Charlotte on the big scene?
But yeah, I love Charlotte. I was born in South Florida, but I grew up in Charlotte as a home. Became pretty much home for me. The Mint Hill area, all that stuff. First, credit goes to God, Jesus, and then goes to my parents. They challenged me for sure. Like my dad always says, no matter where you go in this world, be successful. I don't care if they drop you in China, I don't care if they drop you in Congo, Alaska. You have no other choice but then to be successful. So you give my parents credit. They are just two loving people. They celebrated 31 years of marriage not long ago. So they set the standard and they challenged me to be better. And my coaches and everybody. I'm proud of representing Charlotte. It's always been a place and home for me. I had my moments there, and that's what they were. So just grateful for all the people that God's put in my life. And like I said, like Coach Jones, I texted him when I first came down to South Florida, and he just said, he welcomed me with open arms. And then I met Coach Lentz, and I met Coach Dieter, and everybody else at the gym. So I have a lot of support. Tato back there, he was there when I got knocked out by Buckley, right? And he just gave me a handshake and said he'd be all right. And to see him here means a lot. It's cool because, you can stop at those moments and think it's over and be like, okay, you did it, but that wasn't it. Thank you. You too.
Yeah, but when you scored the knockout today, there was a little bit, looked like maybe a little bit of a dispute from your opponent, and you thought it was stopped a little bit too early. What were your thoughts on that? Do you think it was the right stop?
I gave him an opportunity to dispute it. Probably should have kept going and attacking more. My coach just, got on me about it, which is great about him. He didn't get out the cage and said, make sure you finish, right? I could have done better. So it's always room to improve. We talked after he saw the highlight, and he admitted that it was a proper stoppage. At the same time, too, like that's the difference between championships. So it was a good lesson to learn, and I made myself better from there.
Yeah, and the last thing for me is you have been, obviously talking about your faith a lot. Was there a specific moment? A lot of times there was something that happens that spurs a change, and so we got to do something different. Is there something that you haven't mentioned that was that moment for you to say, hey, I need to change something?
Yeah, I was out of church for a while, and like the past couple of years, it was challenging. Everybody has their challenges, right? Personal life, everything, like relationally, financially, everything. And I just stopped going to church. I didn't really want to go, and one of my teammates invited me. He's Phil Hawes, and we used to just go back and forth all the time, which is funny. He invited me, but he brought me to this church called Journey Church in Lake Worth, and I started going. I kind of get out of it, and I didn't really care, but like I never let God go, but I just didn't want to be around the community. And I got in community people, who challenged me to be better, and I was just gonna go to church by myself and just sit and think about like what God's gonna do. And over time, just kept getting around positive people, listening, staying after church, just sitting there because I really didn't know what to do. Didn't have the money to go anywhere else either. So that was kind of that. When I first got to the gym, it was just like injury, loss of fight, release from the UFC. Like didn't understand what was going on, but stayed the course. And I just went to that church and just got around the right people, and it helped change my life.